We are about a month away from March Madness, and conference tournaments are just a couple weeks away. So every college basketball game down the stretch is very important for every team wondering which seeding they're going to get. This is their opportunity. So today we're going to be talking about all of these teams and a few games we had last night and the implications that came with them. So to start, it's very hard to believe with how dominant Michigan has been and how well they've played, but this is the first time that they have been number one in the country all season, and it started with a huge road test going to Mackey Arena where they were able to just silence the crowd by continuing to hit threes. 13 of 23 from beyond the arc in the game compared to Purdue being 8 of 26. So Michigan proved that they are elite, they are legit, and if I'm picking a team to go all the way and win the championship, they would be my first pick because they play well in big games. That's what we've seen in the Players era. Played well. They beat Nebraska. They beat Michigan State. Now Purdue. Great team overall, and they play up when it matters most. Even though they did lose to Wisconsin, I'd say they are comfortably in the number one overall seed as they're like the only team in a power conference that has lost one game. Only other team I can think of is Miami, Ohio, and they haven't played anybody, so there it is. And Purdue, they shouldn't have to worry because they weren't playing bad. Michigan just made a bunch of shots, and that's just what's going to happen. They lost the rebounding battle, and Michigan's just a very big team, and that's a very big weapon they have, Adai Mara, who will very likely win Big Ten Defensive Player of the Year and may win National Defensive Player of the Year. But great game last night. Michigan was up by 22. Purdue cut it down, but it was too little too late. Wolverines got the win 91-80. For our next game, we had Iowa and Nebraska, a Big Ten battle. Iowa around the 8-9 line, but if they started losing down the stretch when they're going to have tough games, had to play Nebraska twice. They're going to play Michigan. So, like, they've got to be careful down here. Wisconsin, another one. Like, they have to be careful, can't lose. And yesterday, they got a huge win over Nebraska. Neither team was hitting their shots, and that's what they like. That's what makes Nebraska good. And Iowa was able to shorten the game and win 57-52. Low-scoring game. Bennett Sturts took a lot of shots, but he had a phenomenal game. 25 points. While Nebraska just never really got their offense going, and Iowa got a huge ranked win over their rival. And now I'd say as long as they don't collapse, they should be in the tournament. And now for our next game, we have Wisconsin and Ohio State. Ohio State is on the bubble. It makes it a bubble because, well, now these teams are running out of opportunities like Ohio State. They had an opportunity against Virginia, couldn't close it. But this time against Wisconsin, they couldn't really close it because they were up so much, won 69-86. Bruce Thornton almost had a triple-double in that game. Ohio State, that was a big win for them, and they might need a couple more wins, but, like, great win for Ohio State. They got a chance at the end of the season against Indiana. If they can do that, then they could find themselves in the tournament and avoiding a sad selection Sunday like they had last season. And for our last game to cover, we have Texas Tech and Arizona State. Texas Tech coming off of a win over the number one team in the country, Arizona. They've got some of the best wins in the country. They beat Duke at Madison Square Garden, and they beat Arizona on the road, but Koa Pete was out for the second half. So we don't know if that would have happened if Koa Pete would have played, but it happened, so it is what it is. And Texas Tech was not playing their best ball last night. Lost to Arizona State 72-67. The Sun Devils' first ranked win since 2023 when they defeated Arizona on the road 89-88 on a full court winning bucket. But anyway, that was a huge win for them. Maybe Bobby Hurley just saved his job. I don't know if they would have fired him or if they still will. I have no idea what they're doing over there. But they got a huge win. They're going to need to win the Big 12 tournament to get into March Madness, which probably won't happen. But for Texas Tech, this is a hard loss to take, one that they viewed as probably one of the easier games in the conference, and they couldn't get it done, so that will hurt them. And now they're probably still sitting at a 4-seed line, and 16 turnovers, that'll do it for them. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. This is Result Report, a preview of March Madness and what we saw last night. Thank you so much. See you later.